Last time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
And on the other side here we have... There's the map station. Awesome. And also, what's that there? There's a huge tower. Boost again to get down here. And for our troubles we have an energy tank. Jump up here, have the nunchuck fail yet again and again. I really feel I need to have a look at what I'm doing here, because every time I jump using the springboard it dislodges the Wii remote and nunchuck, and it did so yet again. Spiral tracks, right, come on. We're getting the temple key here now. Here's the first Ing Hive temple key. So we are 1/3 of the way through to opening the Ing Hive temple. Why is the music cut out? Oh no. Everything is so quiet. Dark Samus is in here by the looks of it. There she is. And she's completely destroyed the bridge. How are we going to get back now? This is a problem. This bit may look quite familiar to you because this is actually part of one of the opening demos during the game's title sequences. So this is where you're supposed to learn you can use the boost ball on the spider ball tracks to get across, but we already did that for collecting an energy tank back there. So roll across this route right here and speedrun strats for the win. And this room is where we want to get. Alright, and more Dark Pirate Commandos. Go on to here. The very... right, don't do that. If we can take aim at the guy anywhere. Where is he? Where is that thing? Maybe a bit too far up from here. Right, oh, come on! Oh, come on. Okay, right, this thing needs to die. Can we aim at it from here? Okay, I think we've got to look on it now. Right, so if we can get into a good position where it's not obstructed, and we've destroyed the plant, this is going to make things so much easier now. If we get to it, it's an energy tank. Now we want to go up to the save point because obviously we have a boss coming up. So, yeah. Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. We are about to face a particular boss upcoming, which may look familiar because we're in the same location that we went to when we went to the Alpha Blog, but there is a good reason for this. If I can get the pointer to align properly. So before we go any further, I want to show something off. If we shot someone to a morph ball, if you look very carefully at the side of the ball, the spider ball upgrade is very visible on there, so you can see why the ball looks a bit different after obtaining our new upgrade. That's all I wanted to say. I'm running a bit low on light beam ammo and get the pointer straight, for goodness sake. Right, so what we need to do now is progress down this area. We're aiming for where we fought the Alpha Blog, because if you remember what I said earlier, how important that spiral track was in the boss room, yeah, this is why. We killed some of these block things to get some light beam ammo. Need to get my position correctly. Right, so yeah, let's proceed downwards. Rough times in the world at the moment, isn't it? You have to wonder. To be honest, I'd rather not to upgrade too much because it makes me feel a bit anxious. And so let's focus on this. Well, I'm sure everyone would rather be focusing on something that isn't what's happening in the world right now, and just bring it up does not help situations in any way whatsoever. So we're going to be getting a new upgrade today after fighting the boss. That is the reason we came back to Torvus Bog, because obviously our newest area is Sanctuary Fortress, but with no further way to go, we have to go back all the way back to Torvus Bog and proceed. So coming to this run, oh boy, the memories. The site of our only game over so far where we fought the Alpha Blog. Now it's occupied by a few blog things, which is thankfully significantly easier. Let's take these guys out. Now, you do remember this spiral track here. If I'm future myself insert a clip from a previous episode where I wanted to talk about the importance of this, You want to remember this is here, by the way. It's another one of those instances, you know, we had the half pipe with the boost ball, which you needed to come back to Temple Grounds to get through. This is another such occasion. Once we have the upgrade that will allow us to traverse through this track, we need to remember this is here because that will allow us to progress further on in the game when the time comes. Okay, so now you know why this is important. Let's go up here. We use the spider ball now that we have it to progress up this way, and there is a portal to Dark Ether. Just near a major arena where we fought a boss previously. How convenient. Come here and... Interesting. Never seen that before. Let's have a scan what this is. Objective analysis complete. Surface designed to work with an advanced movement system. Without the system, the surface is inaccessible. Guess I'm not going to be able to do anything about that then. Now, if we go here, we can scan our boss. This is the Power Bomb Guardian. Power Bomb dropping Darkling. Target can generate and fire highly yield explosives at will. Only massive kinetic energy will damage this enemy. This Darkling Spore has absorbed the ability to generate power bombs. It can fire these dangerous weapons instead of the venomous needles it normally shoots. The energies of the power bomb weapon have made it all but invulnerable. Tremendous kinetic damage will override the protective field, however. You want to scan it now because straight after the first ever Morph Ball only boss, we have another. So, this is the Power Bomb Guardian. Now you can try and shoot this boss if you want, but you will not get anywhere in doing so. It's based off the spore of enemies we saw earlier in the game. We want to get out of the way of the power bombs. So what we want to do actually is to transform into a Morph Ball and go up this spider ball track here. This allows us to jump up this way, and we want to aim for the bomb slots you see around the area. The first one is particularly easy to get to. All we used to do is go into here, and this will damage the boss. This boss isn't really too difficult, but you do have to be on your toes and just avoid the massive explosions it creates. So there is that to watch out for. First two are really easy to get to. It's not very difficult. There are some inlets that will get health refills if you need it, but I don't really feel that's too necessary. Important thing to know, you can only use each bomb slot once, so I think, so anyway, there's some of what... They changed in the Wii version? Because I can see some that are still available. Well, let's see, if you try and use one of the bomb slots we've already done before. Yeah, okay, yeah, we've already used that, so we can't do it again. So this bomb's going to conveniently knock us into our next location. Don't forget to use the fact that you use gravity to your advantage in order to help. Also, try to avoid the power bombs if possible. The Power Bomb Guardian will try and block your route with it. Now we have to do it all over again, damn. Light fields make it not too problematic for being in the Dark World, but do keep in mind you're getting damaged. It's not really so much of a problem at this point in the game because you have plenty of energy tanks and plenty of access to where you need to get things. Ah, for goodness sake. Maybe that one's not the best one to aim for at this point. But maybe try and stop in certain points to stop the Power Bomb Guardian trying to out-predict your moves, because it seems to be going that sort of route. And that's probably on multiple power bombs at once. Okay, let's try this again. It does get a bit tricky to stay on the platforms as the Power Bomb's Guardian's health does go down because it's getting a bit more aggressive with Power Bomb, but there's also the fact that you are going further away from the starting point, which makes it much more difficult to handle. Right, we can get up to here, quickly before the Power Bomb comes. And that's it. We have one left. Now try and stay up here because oh yeah, you get drops out every single time. Right, so and since the pointer is not working today, which is a good thing we had a multiple bomb boss to deal with. Yeah, it is impervious to your weapon fire. Just want to show that off. So we want to go down the left route now. Avoid this power bomb. That might be a good idea. I'm going to kill this Ing if possible to get some health back. So yeah, health shouldn't be too much of an issue for this boss battle. It is not on the same level of difficulty as some of the previous bosses we've faced. I'll say that much, despite the fact that it is coming quite late in the game. Yeah, not much else to really say about this boss. It's kind of a linear boss to begin with. Okay, right, if we go up here, and that should be the Powerbomb Guardian defeated! And that's an epic death sequence. But we get a new upgrade, which should be pretty obvious to guess what it is. Let's be honest. All the Guardians are named after the items they give out. So what we need to do now is use these multiple tracks, go up this way. That will allow us to get on top of this platform. And we fall completely off, of course. Right. Well, that was a bit bad. We can't actually get back up the way we came in at the moment because those walls that we can't interact with were how you're supposed to get back up there. So, the only thing we can do is go up here. And let's collect our upgrades. It's the last major upgrade for the Morph Ball. This is the Power Bomb. While Morph Ball mode, press down to release a Power Bomb, or Y button if you're playing on the GameCube version. Power Bombs can destroy tough materials that Morph Ball bombs can't. Well, that's not what it said, but that's what it means. This power-up is a game changer. Wanna know why? We got yellow doors which we could not open before. A power bomb may damage yellow doors. We can now open every single type of door in the game. That is particularly huge. Now we could set our health to recharge here, but I want to show off our new upgrade. Be careful though, because power bombs are such limited drops in terms of pickups. At least they were in the original GameCube version. We only have 2 to begin with. So we really want to get some more. But yeah, that opens up a new type of expansion we can get because power bombs are an upgradable item. This changes a lot of things, and what we need to do now is see about getting up to that portal now, because that's going to be our way to get back into the light world. But yeah, we can now destroy Denzium, and that is going to be particularly important going forward. It opens up a huge amount of areas in previous areas of Planet Ether, because that means that we can now get to areas we couldn't before, and general a lot of upgrades that we are now available in previous areas that we couldn't access before. Now, high things will drop power bombs, and this is the first time we picked it up. We get a HUD message saying that we have. So yeah, this is power bomb drops aren't as common as other things, but they may. You can still. It's not exactly they're completely rare. You will still be able to pick up a decent amount. Let's just say. We haven't really got to use the gravity boost much since leaving Torvus Bog, so nice to be able to get a chance to use it again. I'm going to go back up to the save point, save the game, then we're going to continue the episode. So see you in just a moment. So now that I've saved, let's continue on. You may be wondering, how are we going to get back to Sanctuary Fortress? It's going to be such a long way to get back, right? What if there was an alternative way? It's too long a trip. Why they make you go all this way? There is a quick way back, actually, and we're going to take it. So going through this route here, we go around here into this chamber here and kill these things while we're at it. SP things. So now we're in here, we have the dark logs again, but more importantly, this bomb slot. We could have actually accessed this a while ago, but I couldn't quite. Anyway, there's also a spider ball trap here in this room. You may not have necessarily noticed before because I didn't really pay attention to it. Anyway, time for another round of dealing with blogs. It's been a while since I've had to deal with these guys. Come on. Oh dear. Well, brings back memories, eh? You know, I think there might be another way to get through this part. If there's a spiral track over here, if we latch onto it, boost our way over here, and that is how you're supposed to access that bomb slot there. Now, while we're at it, we can go all along this way, but what we're mainly aiming to do is go along to here to the statue's edge. And now we can access this bomb slot, and that will move the statue out of the way. But not get in the way of the spinner, of course. That being said, we could have done this before, but there is a missile expansion behind the statue, so that is really good to know. And what we want to do is travel up this way, and this is the door we couldn't get through before, but now we can because we have power bombs. It's going to open up a new area of Torvus Bog. Uses part of water purification system. They're basically rotating platforms. Nothing more to it than that. We also have another blog here, just the regular version. Looks like we're getting into a fight with this thing. Come on. I'm going to avoid spending time with this blog because it's clearly not worth it. Have all these platforms. Up this way, wait for it to come around. And up here we have a lift. Access to Sanctuary Fortress. It's one of those nonsensical world warping lifts. May I remind you, we've seen one of these things before when we were travelling between Aeon Waste and Torvus Bog. And Torvus Bog and Sanctuary Fortress are completely different areas. There's absolutely no logistical way these could actually line up, but I've gone into that rant before and I won't do so again. See part 17 for a bit more of what my full opinions are on these type of lifts. I mean, they make sense from a gameplay perspective, and I understand why they're there, but yeah, anyway, we're in Sanctuary Fortress now. Whereabouts in Sanctuary Fortress, you might be wondering, because we have not seen the other lift side for this. Oh, looks like we're going to be exploring a completely new area of Sanctuary Fortress, because we explored the east side of the whole thing, now we get to explore the west side. So, into a new area of the fortress. Although it may not look particularly new because we've seen these enemies before. Get our power bomb back. With 2 power bombs, we're going to need more power bombs, I'll say that, so we will have to find some power bomb expansions in the future, but there will be plenty of time to get that. The power bomb does open up a new upgrade because we can finally get access to our light beam combo. Because we got the dark burst ages ago, and now we're finally able to get its light world equivalent. Let's go into this room, and there's more quads. Good to be back in Sanctuary Fortress. Wait for these guys to roam around. Not you, the one that doesn't have a head. Try and kill the other one with the head, that's going to make a big difference. Nope. Come on. One of you guys needs to... so I can boost into you. Wow, this is getting a massacre here. Absolute massacre. That's better. It's been a lot better dealing with these things. Cut that. There we go. And the music cut out. Some mysterious noise is happening. While we're in here, there is something you want to scan. This is the one time only scan. You need to scan this thing as soon as possible. This is the Caretaker class drone. Rogue maintenance drone. Drone designed to protect a magnetic rail chamber. Chamber's rails with boost jump apart. Perhaps the Lunoff were experimenting with boost technology. The Caretaker drone was designed to protect and maintain an experimental energy chamber. It uses electrically charged limbs to perform its duties. The drone requires sensor updates to fight. A vulnerable detection unit will extend periodically to search for targets. Destroying this unit will weaken its combat ability. Very interesting that we get a scan for something like that. A lot of stuff going on at the moment, but for now, I think there is an upgrade we can get in this room, but this upgrade is notoriously difficult because you have to be pitch perfect in your timing on these, because if you get hit by any of the objects here, you have to start the entire thing all over again. Case in point right there. We'll go around here. Now I have to wait a moment here because there's a spider ball trap that's up top, so we get the bomb ready. Up top here. Come on! I let go of that! Right. Let's go. Now that's better. We can go around here. Wait for this thing to go round. Now, wait for this thing to have an opening here. Oh, come on! Right. Fortunately, it wasn't a complete fail out, but still. Right. Take things easy. Be calm. I think that's a good thing to bring around in situations. If you're feeling worried, maybe just try and calm yourself down with something. Maybe listen to some relaxing music of sorts. For goodness sake. Situations like this do not help, but you know what? There's more important things going on in the world right now than video games. And we have to be perspective with that. At the same time, video games are the ultimate form of escapism. See if we can wait for this to come through. Got down here. There's a bit. Yeah, this upgrade is proving as tough as it gets. I just take many attempts in the previous times I've played this game too to get this particular upgrade. So there we go. Navigated, bit of patience, and we have ourselves a missile expansion. And now we can safely drop down this way and proceed onwards. Now, you might be wondering what's everything going on about, but there is a sonic security door system here, so nothing we can do about that at the moment, so let's proceed onwards. and get off here. Now, you may be wondering how you get across there. Yeah, that's going to be related to what's here. We are locked out to a certain location that we cannot get to for a while in the game. Our next objective is going to be in Sanctuary Fortress, but I don't want to go there quite yet, and we have a Luminoff turret, I believe, yeah. Sometimes I have to rescan enemies just to check whether I've seen them before, because you never know. Due diligence, but this room! This is a fun room. We have a quite big puzzle to try and get a particular upgrade. Unfortunately for us, there's a blast door being weakened, and the secondary Denzi unit's frame is generating at a slow but constant rate. That would be an issue, but we have power bombs now. We can destroy Denzium. So, get ready for one of the most creative upgrades I've seen in this game. So now we're in here, we need to move fast. I don't think there are any Oh no! We have a new enemy here! This is the Dark Ing Smasher! Darkling possessed assault drone. Mechanoid targeted by enhancing the Ing possession. Targets darkening weaknesses to light energy as well. Once the Ing discover they can possess the intelligent machines, the mighty Ing Smashers are top priority targets for the Horde. The drones retain all of their attacks, shockwave fists, and missile launchers. It uses an energy shield in battle that can be adjusted to protect against a variety of beam weapons. The shield can be overloaded by opposite polarity beams. So, we're going to switch beams. When this is a dark enemy, we want to have the light beam out as much as possible to do as much damage to the darkening smashers. Once again, heavily advised jumping over shockwaves and not running into them like a total idiot like I am. Dark Shooter, that's good for us. And we defeated it, and let's get some health back. That's ideal. So what we want to do is progress onwards, work quickly because we do not have a lot of room for safety. We want to go through a light portal over here. That should put us in a new location. Yes, we've been got behind here. So now that we've used the Dark World to traverse behind these locks, we use the Morph Portal to go through this way. And then we go back into the Dark World. Back in the Dark World, we then get to use the Spider Ball to go up this route. Now, if you look over there, there's stuff around there, but we don't want to fall out there. That's going to set us massively back. We want to go back into the Light World. And now back in the Light World, we want to use the Spider Ball. And the nunchuck failed, and we have to start the whole thing over again. Well, see you in a moment. Okay, to prevent even more nunchuck failures, we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Using bombs to bomb jump. Now up here, let's move along to this way. Roll down the track to be on the safe side. And there we have our first ever power bomb expansion. I'm sure post-editing we will find out exactly how much power bomb expansions there are to collect in the game, because this is the first one we've seen, but for now we have obtained a power bomb expansion and we can now leave the area. To leave is quite simple. You go along this way, then when you're above here, drop down, so we can now leave the area. And we took quite a lot of damage from that excursion to Dark Ether, but it was worth it. Now to get through this door we do need power bombs, so the entire west portion of Sanctuary Fortress is locked off from you until you get the power bombs. So now with the power bombs, this is going to open up so many more areas for us in Sanctuary Fortress, including one particular area in the main core reactor on the upper floor, so that will be one of our next major objectives. However, before we do that, I'm actually going to be thinking about going back to the temple grounds. I think it's time to finally get one of our upgrades. So I'm going to save here, and in the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, we are going to be going back to temple grounds and going to a new area of temple grounds to finally explore an area I've been teasing for so long we couldn't get to previously. But now we are able to access it. We're going to get ourselves a handy, nifty optional upgrade. See you guys next time.